Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a paper craft. We've been doing a lot of sewing lately, so today we're going to work on this little organizer. And we're going to make it a little bigger, but we are still going to be using envelopes to put it all together. And we're going to be decorating the inside with paper that we've cut so that it has a decorative appearance inside the folder. But this will hold all of your bits and bobs. Like if you are doing a bullet journal and you have stickers that you want to keep up with for your bullet journal, you can put them in here. If you are doing a junk journal and you're keeping it, you're doing one particular type of look, then arrange your pieces in here. Pieces that you've cut can go in here, and it's for this junk journal or whatever. The outside, decorate any way you want to. This is a stamp that I've matted down onto 2 boards. You want to put something here to cover up the ribbon because we're only connecting the ribbon underneath that picture. So we are using cardboard. This is actually cardboard that came out of packaging. So I did not buy this intentionally for this project. I do have some. I have a lot of board that I use, different thicknesses. This is not very thick. It doesn't really need to be. This one's not very thick. But I thought, you know what? Let's recycle where we can. So we are going to put this together, but we are going to make it this size to hold more stuff. See how the difference? And we'll do that right now. So I'm going to put my little pieces off to the side that we're going to put in. I have paper that we'll pick from for our cover or covers. Let's get a cutting board and start getting things cut. What I really like about these is that it folds up so it stores easily, but then you can unfold it and put those little legs down and it's still very sturdy. So we want our cut to be like that. Our envelopes are 5 1/8. And let me do that again because I have 2 together. We'll go with 5 1/4 because it's almost to that quarter mark. And 7 1/4. So we know that the 5 needs to go on this, and 5 1/4. We want to go at least 5 1/2, and we can do that because we have 10 3/4. So we're going to cut it 5 1/2 twice. Square off that end first because, well, it's fine. It's fine. And I'll show you why it's fine in just a second. So we're going to mark it. We're going to place it at this 5 1/2 mark, which is right there. Stop. Let's keep sliding on me. Down and go. Now for this one, because it's got these rounded sides, we don't want those rounded sides. So and we've got plenty of room to play with. So I'm going to cut those off so we don't have them to deal with. I like to start in the middle. Personal preference. I get a cleaner cut sometimes if I start in the middle. Something there. Now we wanted 7 1/2. I believe that was right, which is right here. You can see that other corner is going to be just right. There we go. Take that off and now see, that will fit right inside of it with just a little bit over. And that's exactly what we wanted, just a little bit over. So there's that one. Now we want this one at 7.5. Now we want to be able to cover it. So let's look at our choices. We have this floral, we have geometric, we have the ombre, we have our dream catchers, and we have a kind of a mandala appearance. I think I want the mandala appearance. I like that. So now we want to cut it, but we want it to be over so that we can fold it over the edges. So let's clean that up just a hair. It up just a wee bit. I have to go back with the blade. I really don't need to cut towards myself, but that is just what I do. Alright, so it looks a little bad, but we're going to glue over it, so it'll be fine. So let's set that to the side. Now, what we want is we want to be able to take it and wrap it around. So let's take an inch around. So we will, instead of 5.5, let's do 6.5. I'll do both. Okay. We want to take it down to 8.5. There we go. So we have our 2 pieces of paper, and we don't need more than that because we don't have to do the inside. We're only doing the outside. And the reason we're only doing the outside is because the envelope is going to cover that inside. Where did that go? So see, we're going to put that envelope on the inside. So we don't need to cover the inside of it. Let's go ahead. Square it up a little bit, make sure it's good. I think it's going to be fun. Do we want to, let's use tape. Be right back. Okay, what we want to do is take our tape. It's double-sided tape. I got this one at Daiso in Arlington, Texas, when I was there to see my children. It is 3/4 of an inch, maybe. Let's see. Yep, 3/4 of an inch wide. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cover one side of both of these boards. I like to completely cover it. You don't have to. You can just do around the outside with maybe an X in the middle. I want to make sure that that is going to stay nice and stuck for me. Because this one, I used glue on it. And I have had this more than 20 years. That'll tell you how long ago that I made that one. So I'm not sure that a lot of people make these anymore. But I have carried that around for so long that it's a good craft, and so I wanted to share it with y'all. The last piece is smaller, so I'm going to use the thinner tape for that edge. And so we'll do both of these. But you don't want to cover up the paper with another piece of tape, because then you can't get the paper off without pulling the tape off. You want all the sticky you can get. So let me get the other one done real quick. Okay, I have our tape on. Now we want to take the backer off. I wanted to take the cardboard up, not the backer. Don't want it to stay on the tape. So now we have all of that up. What we want to do is center it on our paper. Alright, now we want to take the corner off, but we don't want to take it all the way up. We want to just take off the bulk of that corner, because we don't want that to get too bulky there. We want it to actually be able to fold in. My finger blade is new, and I'm trying my best to just get accustomed to using it. It is a bit of a learning curve. I figure out a couple of years before I get even half good at it. Now, we want to fold up the edges because we want them as close as we can. Happen there. Just pop that side. Not sure how. And there. So now we have all of our sides. Let's fold it in. And now we can do one of two things. We can either use liquid glue here, or we could go ahead and use tape. And what I am going to do is go ahead and use tape. So I'm just going to use this 1/2 inch, close probably to 1/4. To get it on the edge. Remember, we don't want to overlap it. So I'm starting right where I ended. So you'll notice I'm starting here, not over in the corner. Because I want to be able to pull that paper off, that backing. We have it all the way around. Pull that off. And we just press that down really well. And there is our cover piece. It came out really, really pretty. Almost looks like an owl. And if you really liked owls, you could say it was an owl. So to put our pieces together, we take, since this will be the front, we don't need this flap on it because it is going to start off just like this. So we can either tuck it back and glue it down that way, or we can go ahead and cut this piece off. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go ahead and cut that piece off so that we don't have that bulk right there. And now we will attach this down. But before we do, we are going to want our next piece ready to go on. So this piece needs to be underneath that one. So we're going to take this one and attach it like so, so that it's underneath this one. Then we do the same thing here, but we're going to fold him back, and he goes there. The next one goes here, so that it's able to accordion fold out. So let's go ahead and tape him down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the envelopes together, and I'm going to cover the front, and then I will show you how we put it all together from there. So I will be right back. Okay, what I have done is glued together 4, and you just waffle weave them, together. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a 5th. No, it'll have to be 6, so I'll put 2 more. Hold on. All right, we have 6 envelopes, and the next thing we want to do is decorate the inside of the envelope. So what I'm going to take is, what have we done? What are you doing? Weirdo. I have the oddest cat. Okay, so we know how long we want it. We want it just under the 5 1/4. So we're going to make it, no, the 7 1/4. So I'm going to make it 7 inches. Move back. April, move. She's not overly willing to cooperate. So we'll try it this way. So I'm going to go at exactly 7, because I know the other was 7 1/4. And I'm sure we're going to have to take off some of that. Yeah. Take off about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little more. Let's get that lined up. I'll do it at 5 inches. And then we just slide it into the pocket and we'll just tape it in there. So see how that makes it just a beautiful little decorative pocket. So what we will do is I'll run a piece of glue or tape along the back of the top. We don't really care about the bottom. It's not going to come off. And take that off. Come on. Send it into our envelope, and we want to keep it pulled away until we get it in there as much as we want. There we go. And we're just going to seal it across the top. And now we're able to put whatever we want to down in it. So I'm going to do that with all the other 6 after we're done. But now I want to show you how we put the front on. So what I have done is I have added the tape. April, you're going to get stuck to stuff. You would not believe that a couple of months ago she would not come near me, and now, oh, have things changed. She's like, but I love you. Thank you for throwing that on the floor. Cats. That's how we know the earth is round. There'd be nothing left on it if it wasn't round. I'd shove it all off the edge. Just a big blank space. Pretty sure even the big cats will do that. So, we're going to start with this piece. And we are just going to line it up and stick it down. And now we have, there's our first page, and it will just accordion out. So you wibbly wobbly fold it. Now we're going to do the back. Move it. Whatever. She doesn't like it. She's very snotty. Kind of full of herself too. Don't know where she gets that. Actually, we inherited her. She was my mother's cat. Was. My mother's not dead. She is in a memory facility because I was worried she was going to really hurt herself here, and then it would be on my watch, and I just could not live with myself if that had happened. So we found her a very, very nice facility here in town and put her in there where they actually do things that help with their memory. So, get this on there. There we go. We're on. And now we have our little book. Yeah. And see how that just unfolds? But then we can take all of our little whatnots that right now I have in maybe zipper bags. And little pieces. And we can just put them in pockets. Maybe do different sizes in different pockets. So, and then everybody has a home. So that is how that goes. Let's see if we can find, yeah, let's do this one. Sky above, earth below, fire within. We'll make that our little cover, but we need to find our ribbon first. So let's find our ribbon. No. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I have placed a piece of double-sided tape down on the cover. I'm going to use this lace ribbon, and I want the lace down, so let's pull it out some. There we go. I'm going to lay that on top, and then we're going to put our card on top of that. And what I'll do is I'll put tape on the top and the bottom so that it holds that on, but the tape of the behind the ribbon should hold the ribbon in place. Now I could put it on there, but I don't think it'll make much difference. So we have this on. I've got to find my little tweezers because getting this paper off of this backing off is not always easy. There we go. Keeps that nice and taut on the inside. And there are our pages. Someone's on their planet again. And there we go. There is our little notebook. So we have all of our little pages in here. And we can go back and decorate or journal on these if you wanted to take it on vacation. Have this side as your journaling side. Put your daily receipts, pictures, maps that you pick up, put them on the inside. And then you have a little book to go with you wherever you go. So it's not just about keeping these kind of keepsakes in, but it could also be your vacation journal. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more content like this, let me know. If you like the sewing, let me know. And if you like just the fact that we do a little bit of everything, let me know that too. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. It means the world to me if you subscribe. The more I get, the happier that YouTube is with my little channel. And we are just now trying to build it up. And we would love to have you be a regular. So thanks for sharing some of your time with me on this hopefully warmish, but not too warm Thursday, because it is only February. And I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.